Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make these Dubai chocolate cheesecake bars. It's definitely a mouthful to say, but trust me, once you take one bite your mind will be blown. Fudgy brownies topped with a silky smooth cheesecake topping, and then comes the signature crunchy Dubai chocolate topping. These flavors work so well together because pistachio and chocolate, you know that's a great combo. It's actually fairly simple to make even though the name is pretty long, so without further ado, let's get started. The first thing that we're going to be doing is making the brownie base. In a small saucepan, you're going to add your cubed butter and then melt this on medium-high flame until it is fully melted. Now into the hot butter, we're going to add in our chopped chocolate. I'm using dark chocolate today, but you can also use semi-sweet chocolate. You could also use milk chocolate, but I don't recommend it because it will just make the dessert too sweet. You're going to mix that until it is fully melted and smooth like this. Then into this, we're going to add in some cocoa powder and some instant coffee powder. We're only adding 2 tablespoons of our total amount of cocoa powder. We're going to use the rest later in the batter. Give that a good mix until it is fully incorporated, and we're going to set this aside for now. If you don't like coffee and you're thinking, why is there coffee in a brownie recipe? Don't worry, you won't be able to taste the coffee at all. What it does essentially is helps enhance the flavor of chocolate, just bringing out the flavors and making the brownie super chocolatey. Now in a separate large bowl, we're going to add in our granulated sugar, some brown sugar, some salt, and 3 eggs at room temperature along with some vanilla extract. You could use dark or light brown sugar for this recipe, and for the eggs, make sure they're at room temperature for the best results. I'm using an electric mixer to beat this on high speed until this mixture turns very pale and creamy. You could also use a stand mixer, and if you don't have any electric mixer, you could also use a whisk. Just know that it's going to be one hell of an arm workout because this does take quite a bit of time, and also this step is very important. We don't want to skimp out on beating this because beating this into this fluffy texture is what gives our brownies that beautiful crackly top. Once your mixture looks something like this, you're going to go ahead and add in the fully cooled melted chocolate and butter mixture from the beginning. You want to make sure that it's cooled. We don't want to add hot butter mixture into the eggs, otherwise the eggs will cook and that's kind of disgusting. You're going to beat that on medium speed until it is fully incorporated just like this. The detailed written recipe is available on my website, thefoodflamingo.com, and you can find a link to that in the description box below. Once that's fully incorporated, we're going to add in the dry ingredients, which is just some all-purpose flour and the remaining cocoa powder. Now, what you do at this point is get rid of the electric mixer and not continue to use it like I did. Otherwise, your flour is going to go flying everywhere and it's going to be super hard to mix because the batter is quite thick. So don't do what I did, get rid of the electric mixer and use a spatula to fold the dry ingredients in. It's much easier and quicker. Once everything is fully incorporated, your brownie batter is ready to go. As I said earlier, it is on the thicker side and that's totally what a brownie batter should look like. I have here an 8-inch square pan that I have greased and lined fully with some parchment paper. And as you can see, I've also left some overhang on the sides, all 4 sides, just so that it will be easier to pick up the dessert later on. Add all of your brownie batter into the pan and use the back of a spoon to spread it out as evenly as you can. Once baked, let the brownie cool down completely. While the brownie is cooling, let's make the cheesecake topping. I have here some heavy whipping cream along with some powdered sugar. I'm going to add in some vanilla extract and then use an electric hand mixer to beat this until stiff peaks form. Again, you can also use a stand mixer for this part or even a whisk, but just know it's going to take much longer if you're going to be using a whisk. The cheesecake topping for this is super simple. We're only going to be using like 4 ingredients if you're counting the powdered sugar and the vanilla extract. We're going to set that aside, and in a separate medium-sized bowl, I have some cold cream cheese. It's important that your cream cheese is cold because we don't want this mixture to become runny. I'm going to beat that just until it's smooth. You don't want to overbeat this, just until there's no lumps of cream cheese in the bowl. Next, you're going to use a spatula to fold the whipped cream into the cream cheese mixture in around 2 to 3 batches. You want to be gentle when doing this again because we don't want to make this mixture too runny by over-mixing it. This is basically our no-bake cheesecake mixture ready to go. It's so simple and I love it because you don't need to bake the brownies again. All you do is top this onto your cooled brownies. This is very important. You have to let the brownies cool down completely before adding on this cheesecake layer. Otherwise, it's just going to melt and make a soupy mess. Another thing to note is that I have my brownies still in the pan. I'm going to assemble the entire dessert with the brownies still in my pan, and once it's fully assembled and set, we can easily pick it up with the overhang of parchment paper that we added in the beginning. Now we're going to pop this into the refrigerator for around 20 minutes just to let the cheesecake layer set. In the meantime, let's make the Dubai chocolate topping. I have here some pre-toasted kataifi. This is basically the kataifi that you buy, the soft ones. They've already toasted it for you. If you don't have pre-toasted ones, all you have to do is roughly chop it up, toss it in a pan on medium flame with 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter, and just fry it until it's nice and golden brown. Let that cool down completely, then you can move on with the recipe. I'm going to add this into a large mixing bowl, and into that we're going to add our pistachio cream. So for the pistachio cream, I'm using a store-bought sweetened pistachio cream. So if you're going to be using a homemade version, just make sure that you're sweetening it when you're making it. And next, this is optional, but I'm going to be adding about 2 tablespoons of tahini. This adds such a beautiful nutty depth of flavor into the Dubai chocolate topping. It also balances the sweetness. It's really, really good. I'm going to use a spatula to mix that until it's fully incorporated. In the beginning, it's going to look like you have way too little pistachio paste, but don't worry, keep mixing and everything comes together. If you would like more pistachio paste, then you can definitely go ahead and add more pistachio paste. It's totally up to you how much you want the kataifi to be coated in that paste. The brownies are back from the fridge. It has set for a little bit, so it'll be much easier for us to add this next layer on. I'm going to spread out small portions of the kataifi layer all over the brownie. You don't want to add it in one lump in the middle, otherwise spreading it out will ruin the bottom layer. You're going to gently use an offset spatula or the back of a spoon to spread it out evenly like this. Now we're almost done. All we have to do is pop that in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour, or if you're short on time, you can even do 30 minutes. This just allows everything to set nicely. Once set, you can remove the dessert using the parchment paper from the pan and then just peel it off from the sides, and then it will reveal your beautiful layers. Use a sharp knife to cut as many pieces as you'd like, and your Dubai chocolate cheesecake brownies are ready to go. This dessert is just one of those desserts that you would make when you're craving something rich and indulgent and you just want to treat yourself or someone that you love to something amazing. Don't look at the calories for this one, because right now all you gotta think about is satisfying that sweet tooth. I drizzle this with some chocolate sauce just to make it look even better. Let's dig right in and wait for that ASMR moment. Look at those beautiful layers. Let me tell you guys that this tasted way better than I had anticipated. The layers work so well together. I was honestly shocked at how good this tasted. The detailed recipe again is available on my website, thefoodflamingo.com. Like the video if you've liked it. Comment down below if you've tried this recipe or if there's anything else you would like me to make. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.